Here's my 5 favourite things about our new track Ivy, starting with the vocal glitch effects that we've got going on kind of throughout the tune, mostly in the first half.
I'm tired of all this Ivy.
These were made using a plugin called Fracture, which looks like this. Records audio, and then when it feels like it or when you tell it to, it takes the audio that it's heard and kind of repeats it and does weird things to it, changes the pitch, changes all sorts of stuff, repeats it a certain number of times. So I just played it through, recorded a few takes of me twiddling around with the knobs, and then chose my favourite glitches, and they sound pretty sweet. Some really fun ones in there. Very cool. I like that one in particular. The next thing is the synth bass, or synth basses. It was made with 2 different bass synths. Intro bass is a Novation bass station. Dave played the notes while I played the filters. It was a very collaborative experience. Sounds fantastic. And then this outro bass is also Novation actually. Novation Ultra Nova. Slightly more bouncy kind of sound. A bit more square wavy, and this also gets more and more nasty as the track goes on. Shout out to Josh as well, who came up with the initial phrase, which we then expanded later. Boom, 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 boom. Sick bass line, bro. Love it. Yeah. Third favourite thing in this track is probably the dub siren and other little sound effects like that. So we've got all sorts of weird noises, especially in the outro, that just are quite ridiculous. I think that's my favourite one. Very cool. That or the one at the very end. The little bird tweet that you hear right as everything else tails off. Fantastic. Fourth favourite thing, although it's probably actually my favourite thing, but it's the 4th on the list, is these metal clangs. I recorded hitting a load of pots and pans, roasting tins, tin cans. I've got a weird like coal bucket from when this house used to be heated by a coal fireplace. Tong tong clang clang clang, and they sound pretty sick. There's a stem with loads of delays and reverbs and stuff on it for big epic clanky noises. And then I also turned it into an instrument, put an arpeggiator on it with a random note generator, and which has a really nice little bouncy texture. And then the drop, which took me a long time to get quite right. There's a few elements going on here. Mainly being the reverse reverb and crash with the tremolo on it. Vocal reverb reversed and chopped up. And then there's also the big fat reverb on the snare drum, which sounds sick. And that kind of culminates into a nice big fat drop. The foghorn horn lines. Simple and loud. And that is my 5 favourite things in our track Ivy. Go listen to it if you haven't already. Hope you enjoy it. See you soon.